So, hello everyone. I think you guys already know me as Lê Đức Minh or Bells, but on the internet, on Discord, I'm known as Korean Snake Lover at the number of 9940, or simply just Penny. And a lot of people don't really know this, that I'm actually a staff member of the Tetris Vietnam community since last year. And I've hosted a sports tournament. So this is the one hosted. This is a video of me commentating. So we're gonna watch the video of me just doing random gibberish, commentating stuff, and then I'll talk more about it. Okay, so you see my screen is there. I was just doing gibberish all the time, just trying to talk over others people's time. But the ultimate ending to hosting this kind of esport tournament and hoping we have a little prize pool raise every single time like this. Stocks. More money, more stuff to more better appliances, better equipment, and better prize pool, better players. So to get to this point, I think that's the actual objective. A lot of people watching this talk of for the sports tournament to become popular and famous, right? But everything just starts small, and because a lot of people really don't know how to do it, I'm going to show you guys how to host an esport tournament from my experience in sport tournament, class tournament, and the tournament in the society. So you guess we're gonna go to outline. No, we're not gonna go to the outline because this is a tutorial, okay? So first you do the research. First you do the research on the game type, either mobile games, basically strategy games, single player games like Tetris, or FPS game. This is actually TPS, but fine. Shooting games like Free Fire. Next is the inbuilt features. It has a custom room or a spectator mode or any other features that might be helpful. But if they add on any, is there any other solution? Now, Tetris doesn't have any of this, but what they came out was they take the feed from the two of this gameplay and then they merge it into one single feed that goes into a live stream. And that can produce some pretty hectic gameplay, I tell you. So, next one, match format is either a 1v1 or a 5v5 or battle royale with points, which is actually the same thing that is with Free Fire. Battle royale with points, Fortnite, Free Fire, PUBG, shooting games in general. Or the right shooting games, the more me thing that they have in CSGO or Valorant or Crossfire. Next, you gotta decide the format. This is very important. First, the gameplay. For example, what game you're playing. The second thing is the tournament type, or another way it's called is the bracket type, which is either a single elimination tournament, a double elimination tournament, a single round robin, or a double round robin, or even a search tournament. Search everything online. I don't really have time to explain everything, but it's just different format and different types of games played. Next, we have the number of rounds and qualifiers. This will be very important for also setting up the number of days that the tournament will have. Number 4 is a minimum rank and rank cap. So I don't have any line savings, so you use my label. So a lot of tournament minimum rank. For example, let's say this central tournament we have a minimum rank of A plus, and a rank cap, which is the maximum rank that a player can play has, so they're allowed to attend. So, for example, rank cap tournament is a U rank. For example, just highest rank. So if a X rank player, they can't attend. The next one is the prize for a prize division. This is just an example from the tournament I hosted. So it's in Vietnamese, I'm going to translate. So champions get 50% of the prize. The first runner-up gets 30%. The second runner-up gets 10%, and the prediction prize is 5%. This uses a built-in prediction prize of the program we're using, which I'm going to talk about later. Next, the tournament length and days. Very important. It should correspond with the amount of rounds or qualifiers round the time. So next, you make some preparations. First, you create a sign-up form. What should it include? Well, name and preferred pronouns. Very important since the world has a lot of people who wants to be called differently. For example, a boy can be called he, a woman can be called she or they. So this is very important. So make sure the commentators doesn't offend anyone and it makes it any weird mistake that can be purposeful. Next is the account name. Account name. This goes using the name or any kind of social media, and the gamer tag for the commentators to call. Very important. Needs to be included everything. This thing and this thing should be included. But a thing that is not required, it's just optional, is a different account name for seating. I'm doing texture of this one. As an example, it's next to make a robot. It should cover hardware requirement. You know what's the type of PC allowance based on the games. Next, you have group resets. Also very important so that the players don't have any unfair advantage because using incorrect group resets. Next is scenario regarding different issues, connectivity, cheating, stuff like that. Also penalties for those who do not return the lobby, those who cheat, those who forfeit, things like that. Finally, any other details regarding disputes or points or money, things like that. The next one, prepare the graphic, the broadcasting system, hire commentators. You can skip a step if you're not going to host a bigger tournament. Just stream a little discourse on your Discord. But if you're doing a big one, I recommend stream online. When you make the bracket, very simple, just go into your favorite bracket software, bracket maker software. There you go. Just enter the name of participant. Like this. And finally, assign for staff. Very important. Do this a few days in advance. Don't make your staff getting confused or mixed up because of the roles in the competition. So now you've done all your preparation. It's time to start the tournament on the planned date. So first, you should have two quizzes: the non-stream round and stream round. Now, for those who want to stream every single round onto your favorite social media platform, don't worry, I'll have another thing. Just hang around. So this also applies to the start of the tournament. So first, about 19 minutes to 30 minutes to the start time. You open the check-in for participants to do the check-in. This also allows time for you to just start listing and the players to check in. If you want to do the check-in manually, or you can just use the built-in check-in feature. Next, 5 minutes of participant start time to start the tournament. For the same reason, you need to get the brackets up and running. And you also need to make sure that all the people that check in. You check if anyone who did not check in, list them out, and send it to your staff so they could cross over. So the player will just play the match and report the scores. And after the third round, tell the player to stop and wait for further instructions. Okay, this is a non-stream round. So first, before you start the stream, I'm going to show you a procedure that we do. First, you make sure the staff is ready, call everyone to a watch chat, something like that. And you send the graphic out. And the stream up and ready. Use one OBS, I highly recommend this. You make sure your PC and connection is good. And whether you just stop the stream. Okay, so procedure for match. So you need to create a group of players on the group resets you make. So just just copy the thing in from the rules and just set up a room. Next, and then you just invite the players to the room after you set it up. Make sure to check everything because there will be players can get in this advantage and disadvantage from this. You need to allow some time for them to warm up if you play a lot of games that need fast hand movement. And finally, when both players are ready, you stop the match and the game begins. You remember to update the score in the brackets after all matches. Remember to do this. Remember to do this. Very important. And finally, you rise the repeat until all matches complete, which includes finals. So, you start the tournament. What's next? To wrap it up. Very important. The first team to announce the champion and the top grade with a lot of prize. In the tournament though, I just read this out, and because the number was too funny, and we just laugh. Next, you contact prize winners individually, so they don't have any private information leak. Bank account, wallet address, stuff like that. If you transfer a little further money, I highly recommend using mobile wallet, using bank account, or if you don't have the option, you can just hand the money individually. But with the numbers, that's like illegal to be made out into normal money. I hand it good. I'm like just a swivel. So a swivel to transfer to make it to just hard paper cash. You can also use airtime cards, which is take out the time. You enemies. And you end the tournament, and remember to archive the bracket, very important, so that you don't have anyone just randomly tap out of the bracket. So let's get to the conclusion. How to win a Esport tournament. Now, for anyone who I think sleeping during my presentation, this is the part for you. Quickly. First, do your research. 2, decide the format. 3, make your preparation. 4, you begin the tournament. And 5, you write it up. That's basically it. Okay, so before we end, I have some tips for you guys. You should challenge to create the bracket. Go to Google Challenge, and it will help you. And Google will link the rest of the way. It will help you a lot. I swear, it saved me a lot of time. You just need to enter the participant name, track and see however you want, and collect me your tournament. You should stream the tournament on social media platform if you want it to get popular, and start some money. Get a lot of money, of course. 3, hire only a commentator if you wish, and the rest of the work, bracket management, you can do the rest. 4, yes, I told you you won't use mobile wallets, PayPal, or stuff like that to just transfer the money. But this is actually very good this time. But first, thank you. But before we end, I'd like to say something. This thing I learned to put in the slides, but it's a dream for a lot of people to host an Esport tournament. And I say there's a lot of people that are not allowed to do that because of their parents that get gave back. But the truth is, you don't have to really listen to your parents that much, because the only one you need to believe to do this is you. Because, quote from a very famous book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, whatever your mind, perceive and believe, you can achieve it. Thank you for listening. And please support me.